Welcome to I Am Geek, the show for the geek in all of us, and this is episode 26. I am Ryan Street. I'm here again with my brother Chris Street and our good friend Chris Catron. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Yay!
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Happy HalloGEEK. It's still October, so we're still just on that Halloween geek train. Woohoo!
Been on it since September.
Yeah. Oh well. Some people have been on it since August, so we're okay. So it happened this week.
It happened.
It happened.
Oh, you finally got that tail removed.
No, that's still swinging.
Taily po.
Where's my taily po?
No, the last Jedi trailer, the new one has dropped.
Oh.
Very last one?
The very last one, the very last Jedi trailer. It's a fifth
Return
wheel.
of the Jedi.
That came out?
Yeah.
The last Return of the Jedi trailer.
Really?
You know you're excited. Everybody's excited. It's
Yes.
Yeah. It had like 120.1 million views or something like that. Oh.
Wow. That how many
I don't know. Sure.
people are? What?
Well, I mean, a lot of people watched it multiple times. I'm sure Ryan himself watched it like 20.
No, I just watched it three times.
Oh, there you go. 3, including tonight.
Including tonight, just 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'm trying to
Hold back.
I want to hold it back. I want to,
Yeah.
Enjoy
the movie?
Yeah, I bought a ticket.
Nice.
Oh.
So I'm good to go. Which it comes out that Thursday, December 14th. So my ticket is for the 11:30 show. So we're gonna have to be like, I Am Geek. We're busting through this episode because Ryan's got to get to Star Wars.
I figure you just do it live at Star Wars.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, people would love that.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think of it?
I was surprised.
Liking this?
Yeah. Live streaming. When I went to get the ticket, because it was the night that it went on sale, whatever night that was, Fandango kept crashing. So I guess they just were not ready for.
They were not Star Wars prepared.
Yeah, they were not. And then I thought, oh gosh, it's crashing. There's so many people on here. It's going to be sold out by the time I got on there. And then I got on there, and there was one other ticket sold for the theater that I'm going to. So, because it's one of those where you reserve your seat, so you can look at the screen and be like, oh, there's only one seat taken. So,
Wow.
I think I'm okay. But I'm seeing it in 2D, not 3D.
That's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and not IMAX. So I couldn't find it in IMAX or tickets for it anywhere close around me. So,
Well, you'll have plenty of opportunities to see it again. So.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
I'm sure this will not be the only time you see it.
Yes.
Depends on if my wife will let me go again. But I'm going by myself because it's late at night and we have 2 kids. So
You can take the kids.
Yeah.
it'll be another one of those interesting. I'll probably be sitting beside someone I don't know, and we will bond over Star Wars.
That'll be the best kind of live stream there, though.
Yeah, I should come in full Kylo Ren costume.
I think so.
And just walk in there alone, sit down
You'll be the
alone.
only one doing it.
Well, you're the only one in the theater anyway so
Yeah.
far, so it's be you in there.
I'll wear the mask the whole time, and just
That would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I can't breathe in this thing.
every time Kylo Ren comes on the screen, I'll just stand up and start clapping and be like, "That's me, there I am."
I can't see what just happened. Tell me what just happened. Can you describe it? Now, if you take the helmet off, you need the big wig. You need the scar on your face with the pleather that's attached to his face or whatever.
What is the deal with that? So in the trailer, he has metal, it looks like metal netting or something on his face.
So, when you get a rip in a comforter and they've got that the stuff that you can put under it to iron over it, to seal the rip on it. I think that's what it is. I think it's just a comforter seal.
Well, this is further along in the Star Wars timeline, so you think like that kind of. I'm guessing it's some kind of because he's got the, his face got messed up, so it's healing when they put something on it. But you think it would get more and more advanced. It feels like because I could be wrong, but I think in other episodes they're like, oh, you got you got a cut there. Let's just fix it up with this thing, bloop, and it's all better.
Well, chicks dig the scar.
I guess I don't know.
But he's just trying to pick up some clone trooper.
He doesn't like the clones. That was in the. Didn't he make fun of them in Force Awakens?
Well, he mentioned like, well, maybe I should ask Snoke to do some clone troopers or something because the regular troopers were failing.
Yeah. Well. So anyway, so the trailer was out. What did you guys think of the trailer?
It's a good trailer.
So before we came on, I said, "Hey, did you guys watch the trailer?" Yes. Do you have something you want to talk about the trailer? Sure. Like, don't just say it was a good trailer because then it's like then we're just stuck with dead air. But of course, what do you say? It was a good trailer.
It's a good trailer. I liked it. It was a good trailer. You like it? It was good. It was good. I like
It's good. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I like it. It was good.
What was? I thought the trailer was great. I thought it was. It hit sort
Somewhat,
of all the points that needed to be
yeah,
hit.
some of it you expected to see, right? With the Rey is training
Yeah.
with Luke, right? And it's like the Yoda moment. It's like, okay, here's the part where they took from older movies, right? And made it look like the Yoda moment. That's the problem I have with these new movies. With Force Awakens and The Last Jedi is so far it's like we're just rehashing all the things,
No, I don't think so.
I do.
Don't talk bad about Ryan's baby.
I know, but it's just like
Force Awakens was great. Force Awakens was a great movie.
oh yeah, it was great. But when you start thinking about how much it was like other movies, it's kind of annoying. But I did like it as if you think of it separate from those in a way. It's like, oh, this is
It's good. No, it does rehash some stuff, and they're kind of hitting on your nostalgia for some of that.
That's good.
It's like we already did this, right? But
I would rather have that than a rehash of episode 1 or something.
That's true.
Well, I wasn't actually gonna watch the trailer at first.
Yeah, you forced us to watch it. So
yeah, Ryan forced us to watch it.
I did not force you to watch it. See, you heard rumors that Rian Johnson, the director, said, "Do not watch this; it'll ruin it," which was a complete lie. He didn't say that. He even came on his Twitter saying, "I did not say that. Watch the trailer."
He said that. But really, the mouse had a gun to his back. Like, tell him to watch the trailer. Tell him to watch it. Come on, get him on there. Oh boy.
Tyler Dean? What? Oh, that was Mickey Mouse. Anyways, I don't think it gives anything away, really.
No, it doesn't really. And what they do, and they kind of did this for The Force Awakens too. They do like these like editing tricks.
Oh yeah.
Necessarily. So what you're seeing in the trailer isn't necessarily going to happen because, like, at the end, where like Rey is like, "I need someone to teach me" or whatever, and then it cuts to Kylo Ren and he holds out his hand, like. That could be a totally different be there.
Yeah, it's probably different. I wish it sort of was, and I don't know. I want a twist where they like join up or something.
There's also I saw
never know.
like a big standee that they're going to be putting in IMAX theaters. Like it's going to be like a big archway. You can go through either one. One's the light side, one's the dark side, and Luke's on both sides.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah. Did I just dream that? Okay, good. Yeah. Because I was like, why is he on both sides? One side he's got the hood on, one side he doesn't have the hood on.
Yeah.
They're messing with you.
Yeah, they're messing with you. Like, come see the movie.
Yeah. Find out what happened.
Do you think he'll even leave the island on this movie?
He's a hermit. It's going to be really original, but I think they're going to do this. Is he's training her, and she senses that something is wrong with her friends, He's like, "Don't go!" And it's like, "I have to. They're in trouble." "No, you must finish your training." And she takes off, not finishing her training, and gets
No, I
caught.
don't think so. Because
Does he die?
no, I don't think so. Because I think
No,
he's
that's the third one. She comes
Oh,
back
okay.
for more training, but he's
That's right.
already dying.
He's
And it's like,
no, gosh.
there is another.
Shut it down. No. Because he doesn't want to train her. It's not like he doesn't. I don't think he's going to want to even continue. I think that's why she's like looking for somebody else.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't give an excuse like she's too old for training.
No, I don't think he will. I think he's totally against. I think he's against the Jedi Order now. I think he's like, no.
It seems to be.
I mean, I'm just wondering if he'll leave the island on this one, or if they're going to wait till the third one, and then he's going to make his big entrance into a fight or something. That's what I'm wondering. Because the Force Awakens, you're like, oh, he's in it. Oh, what's going to happen? And then it's just him standing at the end. So is this one? Is he just going to be on the island and he's just going to be like, I'm totally against this, and then he just stays there and he doesn't show up till Episode 3 in some kind of fight? I don't know.
I could see that, or him showing up at the end of this one to have like an epic battle to save her or something. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to get some Luke fighting.
They're showing an awful lot of Snoke.
Yeah, he seems to
which makes
to be in it.
Yeah, which makes me wonder if Snoke isn't the big baddie. If they're making you look that direction just to bring out somebody, because they've been doing that a lot with I know Marvel is separate, but they've been doing that a lot with the Marvel Netflix shows. And I wonder if they're going to do something like that where Snoke is like, he's sort of he's still like a big bad guy, but he's not the big bad guy.
And I mean that's what you thought with Vader. First. But they kind of pulled that apparently with Blade Runner a little bit. The 2049 that's out. I haven't seen it, but friends saw it. And watching the previews and stuff, you think Jared Leto is like in it, like he's like the big bad guy is in it, but he said it's like he's barely in it at all. And you're just like, okay, so
he's just the Joker in it.
Yeah. Harley.
So I don't know. I hope that there's a lot of twists and turns, and it's not all like we know everything going in.
I think it will be.
So
twists and turns. Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Maybe Kylo goes crazy and like kills Snoke, and then I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like he was almost like he was going off the script a little bit, and he struggles with all of the that, which we knew that already. Kind of struggle with all of it, but maybe he's changing sides.
I don't think Leia is going to die because she was originally supposed to be in the third one, and they said that they were not going to change anything, even though Carrie Fisher passed away. So I don't think she dies.
She turns into a Porg.
Oh, the Porgs! I love the Porgs.
The creepy looking Porgs. Oh, what do you got there?
There he is.
Yeah,
that's a rooster.
That's not killing your ears.
There's sort of the comedy.
It's the Peter Pan crow.
Yeah. they're the comedy awe moment of the trailer.
Peter Pan's got Porgs.
Oh, okay. Anyways, what else? Any other Last Jedi thoughts?
It was a good trailer.
Somebody said that the Last Jedi is actually Luke Skywalker, and that Rey is the new kind of Jedi or something like that.
Well, I mean, I think it was either Ryan Johnson or Pablo Hidalgo that said that. So they would.
I don't know this.
Ryan Johnson is the writer and director of The Last Jedi, and Pablo Hidalgo is one of the head guys in the story team for Star Wars.
He also raced a horse through Arabia.
No, he did not.
and saved a princess. And
He's pretty. I follow him on Twitter, and he's like, it's like he's pretty funny. Like because he'll answer fans' questions, but he'll answer them in the most like snarky like way ever. Like he's not like a jerk, but it's just funny how he answers stuff. It's just like he makes you laugh. You should check him out on Twitter.
And
one of those two said that Luke is the Last Jedi. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys haven't watched it. I watched it, but there's a thing where a guy dresses up as Kylo Ren and watches these trailers, and it's Kylo Ren watches the Last Jedi trailer, and it's really funny. It's just him sitting there commenting.
Is it someone that dresses up, or is it just a clip from the movie?
Well, I think they do a little bit of both. I don't know. It could just be clips, but for some reason, I thought some of it, like he had a mask and he like filmed some of it. But I don't know.
Well, the one they had before, because Ryan, you sent me one
a
long time ago. I think it was when Rogue One came out, right? And I feel like they take shots from the movie, but it's somebody else making the voice.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just
They're
like
like, oh, this. Yeah, doing the voiceover. You're right. So I don't know. Who knows?
Because he starts out with him loving the trailer because he's talking about him like, oh yeah, I'm raw, yeah, that just drives me so well. And then it cuts to Ray, he's like, wait a minute, stupid editors.
All right, so that was on Monday, and then
oh Lord,
I forget what day it came out, but The Flash is back.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna go through each day of the week, folks.
There we go.
Hang tight.
One day at a time.
Tuesday, The Flash is back.
Hang on to your butts.
Now I know all of our listeners have just been eagerly waiting. Oh, what are the I Am Geek guys going to say about The Flash? Because it's been summer and we've been waiting to hear what they're going to say. Mm-hmm. Well, The Flash is back, and Chris saw it. I sort of saw it because I was having a lightsaber battle with my toddler at the time. And then Katrin is on vacation. So he has not seen it yet. So we don't want to give any spoilers. Because poor Katrin. We can spoil it. Who cares? He's on vacation.
Who cares?
No. I mean, he knows the Flash comes back. The thing, so I hate that they do is like epic things in the comics and reduce it down to one episode. It's like Flashpoint was like one episode. It was like a catalyst for a season, but it was just one episode. The Flash Reborn was like a big comic thing they did, and it's just one episode. And really, like Barry Allen, the Flash, was like dead for years, and Wally West was the Flash, and we grew up with Wally West as the Flash. Not many people realize that, but in our lifetime, really, Wally West was the Flash. He was the Flash on Justice League cartoon, like all over the place. And Wally got like maybe like half the episode, and then Barry's back. Like supposedly it's been months he's been gone.
6 months, I think.
6 months or whatever. Enough for like a summer.
There you go.
It's funny how they did that.
That's great.
And then he's back, and like we won't ruin anything, but it is interesting. I will say that when he does come back, and it doesn't really ruin anything, but his mind's a little all over the place, and he's like saying stuff from the past and stuff that doesn't make sense or whatever. And some of the stuff that doesn't make sense, like they like to do on the show, is kind of referencing future events that happen. So if you pay attention to that, you can kind of there's at least a couple things that I heard that references some future stuff that's going to happen, which is interesting. So
Great.
I just like that Cisco goes, "Great Caesar's ghost."
Nice.
Which is not the only time that was mentioned that night, actually. In the Legends show, which you haven't watched, and you don't really watch the Legends, but the Caesar gets like stuck in Aruba, like in present day Aruba, and when Professor Stein sees him, he goes, "Great Caesar's ghost," So
Nice.
They used that twice that night in 2
Wow.
episodes.
And he also said Excelsior.
Yeah, he was like one thing after another.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't think he really liked the president, our president that much. There was a couple of things.
Oh, I missed
his,
that. I was
his
probably.
shirt, well, his shirt says "Don't take me to your leader."
Oh.
Uh,
Can't get away from political statements. Huh?
Yeah, and then there was something else too. He said, and I guess the actor is very very against him.
Oh,
We
well,
won't get into the political thing, but
no.
it was very subtle things that he did.
That's funny.
So the last line I won't say what happened, but I thought was pretty cheesy.
Oh,
The new bad
yeah.
guy. I was just
Yeah.
like,
I have a feeling that, I was talking to a guy at work about this. I have a feeling too, there's going to be a lot of puns
oh
based off
gosh.
this new film.
What was the name of it? Because I saw something on
Well,
Twitter.
Yeah, the thinker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
yeah. You
and
talked about him.
the last line was like, "I'm thinking" or something like
Yeah.
that. And it was,
His subordinate's like, what do we do next?
he goes,
I'm
"I'm thinking." I'm like, oh gosh, that's stupid. So it was an episode. To me, it was like an episode. Let's do a quick episode to get Barry back here, so the season
Yeah,
can
and that-
begin. That's pretty
And that's the
much.
thing. They just rushed through it. I wish they had they could have had like Wally have flashes of him within the Speed Force, at least like an episode, at least
Yeah.
like one episode before they get him back.
But instead, we got Rain Man. Flash. Katrin, you've seen Rain Man, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's Barry Allen playing Rain Man for like half of the episode. And it
Definitely,
was-
definitely, yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Only on Sundays. And I was just like, what? And then the dad was like, oh, I forget what's the dad's name?
Oh,
The police guy,
Joe West.
Joe West, is like,
Oh, that.
he didn't say this, but it felt like he was like, Barry, the only thing that's gonna fix you for me to shave that beard off of you, so
He wanted him to look nice.
let me shave your beard.
Well, I mean, his beard had grown quite a bit, but his hair had grown just a little.
It was sort of funny. Anyway, so that's the Flash. We won't go into any of the other stuff, or unless you
I
can.
liked it. No, I just want to say overall I liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't
seems like
bad.
it seems like they're trying to get back to like at least the first season where things are a little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I like that.
So we'll see what happens with Mr. Thinker.
He thinks.
Thinking.
Lots of thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, so it is. I don't know. I don't think anything happened on Wednesday. I can't think of anything.
Wednesday
No.
was a night
Yeah.
this week.
Oh, well.
No real
nothing
shows. Like
happened.
Riverdale started up again, but
I haven't seen any of Riverdale.
I watched the first episode. It actually wasn't that bad.
I've heard it's
was
not bad.
Pretty good, even. But there's just so many shows. You just watch so much.
Yeah.
And I may, if I'm doing something, may put it on like Netflix because the whole first season's on Netflix. You can watch, put it on the background or something.
As you work.
Yes, as I work at home, I can put it on the background.
Oh, I thought you just work at home. Yeah. Exactly. Anyways, so that's been the week so far.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it is. What? Go ahead.
There was the Thor Ragnarok premiere happened.
Oh yes.
Which, if you were watching Mark Ruffalo's live stream, you could at least heard the first 15 minutes.
That's funny.
Because, he started doing, like, they're up on stage or whatever, and they're introducing the cast, and he said, I'm going to live stream this on his phone. He's, like, showing everything. And then he put it in his pocket and went to sit down and watch the movie, but didn't stop the live stream. So you could hear the first 15 minutes of the movie. It's just, I don't know. He's not very good at this.
I'm pretty sure that he does all this on purpose.
Yeah,
It happens every time, and he's like, "Oh, I've done it again!" Like, wah, wah.
That's our Mark.
I know I think he does it on purpose. You know he does. Because if he didn't do it on purpose, the higher ups there at Marvel would be like, your phone is confiscated. You would no longer have a phone when you're at any of these things.
That's the thing I don't understand is maybe it's just because they're the big actors or whatever, but I've been to screenings before, and they take your phone. Like before you go in, you have to like sign a waiver, and they take your phone and like lock it in a room somewhere.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
You can't have it on you.
It's all planned. It's all a big joke on us, is what it is. They're like, Mark, do that thing again where you leave your phone on for a few minutes, and it'll get people talking. And then guess what? People are talking.
That's right.
Could be.
It's all a ploy. It's funny. He did the same thing with the big photograph session for the new Avengers. It was like the whole cast, and he's just like live streaming. Hey guys, so let's say hello, and then other cast members are walking up going, Mark, I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. And he's like, oh no, am I in trouble again? Wah, wah. And it's just like...
He puts his hand on his forehead. And...
I'm pretty sure he did. He was just like, oh no, I'm in trouble again.
Somebody with a trombone.
Yeah. It's funny, but it's all planned. It's not... he's not. He's a smart man. He's not a dummy.
Oh
no. Well, last week you got a trip report on Halloween Horror Nights. I went through all the lists. I'm sure you guys are excited to go or have already been. Those listening.
Went the other day. Yep.
Yeah. And then we talked about our favorite Halloween candy and our least favorite Halloween candy. So I thought this week for HalloGEEK, we talk about our favorite Halloween movies. Maybe a little bit. Then maybe I'll tell a story, but I think I'll hold off on some other stuff for some of the other weeks. But favorite Halloween movie. Now, we can look at this in two ways. We can look at this as the horror genre of movies, which would be very vast, or ones that focus around the time of Halloween. We could give both, maybe a horror movie or that style movie that we like, plus one that sort of focuses on the Halloween time period. And we can also tell our least favorite if you have one, if you're like, I hate this one or whatever.
Could do that too. Yeah, I got one for
that. Oh. Got a lot for that.
Yeah, I mean, because there's definitely like movies that aren't Halloween movies per se, but it's just that around this time of year you just feel like watching them.
Yeah.
It's just it strikes you as like this is something like all the spooks, goblins, witches, ghouls, vampires. All that doesn't necessarily classify as just Halloween.
Well, that's just the in-laws, folks. I mean,
hello. Ryan said that. I didn't. Not that my in-laws are listening to this, but
yeah, like mine are. Anyways, so who wants to start? Favorite Halloween movie or favorite horror movie or that genre?
I'll go first.
Oh,
yeah,
hey.
I don't. Yeah, I actually had to look up Halloween movies because I couldn't think of anything right away. But when I did, I found E.T. and I was like, that has Halloween in it. They go trick or treating in it.
That's true.
And growing up, that was one of my favorite movies. I always loved watching it. And I guess I'm not a big Halloween movie person. I don't know, but that probably is one of my favorites. We do like to watch though the 13 Days of Halloween on was it now Freeform, and they show and it kind of goes back to what we were talking about, how it's there's movies that kind of remind you of Halloween or not, or maybe they're just kind of whatever mystical, magical, whatever. So they always have some good movies there, but that one, so E.T., and I do enjoy watching, as cheesy as they are, the Halloween Town movies. One and two, they're so cheesy, but it's cool because it's like it's Halloween Town, and they're trying to help the witches or whatever they're doing. So,
how many of those are there now? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's just 1 and 2. No,
No, there's
only
more.
2. There's got to be more.
There's more because they changed the actress. Like the main actress is different.
Oh yeah,
in
we
one of
talked
them.
about that. That's true.
Let's see
And they're
here.
like way older and stuff too, right? How many Let me ask Siri.
Let's have a look.
How many Halloween Town movies are there?
Here are some movies matching Halloween Town.
Halloween Town. It just shows 1 and 2.
Well, there's
more.
so there's Halloween Town. There's Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge.
Yes.
Right.
Halloween Town
There's
High.
Halloween Town High, and Return to Halloween Town.
Yes,
So that's at least 4.
Oh yeah.
Return to Halloween Town is when they changed the actress. She's like, for the first 3, she's like this brunette girl, and then the last one, she's this blonde, very different looking girl.
They're witches. I mean, just if you've seen The Craft at all, they can change their appearance.
Well, they didn't even try to match the actress. It was just like, I guess they did dye her hair a little bit because in real life I think she's blonde.
There you go.
Sarah Paxton is the
girl
who
was
the new girl.
in Aquamarine, Last House on the Left.
Whatever that is, yes, sure.
Yeah.
And then the other actress is, sure everybody loves this, Kimberly J. Brown.
Oh.
So very different people. But wonder what happened to Kimberly J. Brown. Why she didn't do the Halloween High?
I don't. Well, I guess she was too old for High then.
Maybe so. I don't know because
no, she was in Halloween Town High.
I mean, Return to Halloween Town. Sorry,
it wasn't in Return to Halloween Town. She'd gotten too big, and she was in Big Bad Wolf. And she's on Guiding Light. She probably didn't have time because she was in Guiding Light at that time.
Anyways, well,
it's a gig.
Okay, so there we go. E.T. and Halloween Town movies.
Yeah.
Is there any movie you don't like?
What I don't like, man, I don't know. I guess I'm not a big horror movie person. So
like the Saw movies.
I'm not into that stuff. It's like I'm really not honestly that much into. This is probably unpopular opinion here. Into the Friday the 13th movies or Halloween. Honestly, it's not that big a deal to me. And I remember watching the Freddy movies growing up, and I guess I thought I liked them, but I can leave them at this point. But I guess it's just different stage of life now. But we do enjoy the Halloween, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything specific except for just a really gory, scary movie, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There you go. All right, Chris, what do you got for us?
All right, there's a lot of movies I like to watch around this time of year.
Well, there we go. Says it all right.
There you go. Every one of them. I like every one of them. But I mean, like, there's at least like 3 top movies that I always have to put on, at least like in the background, something to always have to watch this time of year. One of them is Hocus Pocus. It's a classic. It's like a cult classic. They show it on like Freeform, like 24/7. I think at some point. But it's just a great movie. It's still fun. I think it still holds up. And
they have a show at Disney World during the Halloween party they do. What's that? So
they've got a
Sanderson.
They got like a whole display at like the Spirit of Halloween store.
Yeah,
where it's got all their costumes and stuff. So it's still around and everything. It's still big. Bette Midler is great in it, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy and Jimmy. I think they're actresses. All great in it. I just love it. You still get a tear when Binks gets it in the end. But he gets to be with his sister.
Don't ruin it for people. I'm
scared. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen Hocus Pocus.
Crazy Binks.
But then another one that I love is Sleepy Hollow, the Johnny Depp.
You stole mine.
Uh-oh.
Thief.
Sorry. I won't talk about it much. I'll just say I love Sleepy Hollow. You can talk about it more.
No,
And,
no, go ahead, go ahead.
no, it's fine. And then the third one is almost like a hybrid movie that you can watch like the whole end of the year, which is Nightmare Before Christmas. You can
In
watch
this
Halloween and
town we
Christmas.
call home.
Yeah, I could sing all the songs
Yeah.
because I watch it so much. But I mean, it's like my first like truly kind of big stop motion movie. I think I saw.
That
Like
you
there were other
made?
stop.
Oh, that you
Oh,
saw.
you made that? What?
Yeah, I made.
Wow,
No,
you made it.
I do know an animator who worked on it though, and
Ooh.
I got to work beside him, and it was so cool. He's a great guy, Buck Buckley,
Oh,
Stephen Buck.
when's he gonna be on the show?
I would love to have him on the show. He is so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Well,
I
call
don't
him
know.
up.
He's in Canada.
That's okay. Skype works
Buck,
all over the place.
That's right.
Buck, if you're listening, please come on our show. He's great. He's he's got so many stories. He was the voice of. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We must have misunderstood what you said. Anyways.
Oh, Buck. Buck.
No, no, no,
Buck.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
That's not what we heard. Anyways. Yeah.
No, he's a great guy. He's worked in the industry forever.
Great guy. He's a great guy.
A great guy.
Not a straight guy, but he could be that too.
I mean, he is. He's got a family.
Yeah.
But no.
Terrible.
Sorry.
Anyway, he voiced Gumby for like a commercial before. He's awesome.
It's good.
Anyway,
Well,
it's a good movie.
well,
I like.
Off the rails here, folks.
I like the movie.
Shoot him an email or something. I want him on.
We'll have to do that. See if he'll come on.
Buck Buckley. That's a cool name. I want my name to be Buck Buckley.
Well, his name is Stephen Buckley. Everybody calls him Buck.
Oh,
Well,
that takes away from it there.
He's an older gentleman.
Ooh,
As
we
they
get the
call it.
senior crowd on listening to us.
But he's great. But one movie that I don't care for, and I wish I liked it because I wish it was better, is the Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I don't like that movie because it has such potential. Like, I mean, someone like a killer in your dreams can do anything in your dreams and kill you in your dreams. It's such a good premise.
You got to remember when the movie was made.
I know, but they still could have been done better. I think it's the imagination they put into it.
When the movie was made, that was cutting edge, and that's how all movies were. They were like,
it's not
the comedy. That's how the comedy was then. That's how everything was. I mean, I'm not a big fan of them, but I'm just saying when the movie was made, that's why it was made like that.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily the special effects or anything like that.
No, I mean like the comedy or the dialogue and stuff. That's a typical '80s movie. Yeah,
and it's not necessarily dialogue either. It's just I don't know. It's the ways that he killed the kids and everything went about it. Everything is just I don't know. I think they could have put a little bit more imagination into how things happened in it. Like even as the movies, because they remade it not too long ago, and it's still just like. And I watched that one. It's still like, you could have I don't know. It seems like the thought process wasn't there to really.
I think the only one I've watched is the 3D one. I saw that one in the theater, and they did all the 3D jokes. Like they made sure they hit them all. But then I saw Freddy vs. Jason, which was pretty good.
I saw that one. That one wasn't bad. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just yeah.
I'm sorry.
It could be better.
I'm sorry. You should call. Well,
Wes Craven.
Is he still alive? Yeah.
Wes Craven? Why not?
England.
Robert England's still around. He is Freddy.
Yeah. Just call Freddy.
Okay.
Anyway, so now that Chris has ruined my picks,
I slightly mentioned it. You can talk whatever you want to about it.
My go-to, and I try to watch it every year. Last year, I don't think I got to watch it because we were in the middle of moving and everything. Is Sleepy Hollow. I love it.
That was my pick.
Oh yeah, I love it. I could watch it. This is how much I love it.
I
have right now in the corner of my room. I have a McFarlane. That's his name, right? That makes Todd McFarlane Sleepy Hollow statue toy thing.
Action figure.
But it's him on the horse. It's got the tree in the background. And then the box that came in had a full moon, so I've got the back of the box behind it. He's holding up his sword. He has no head. And I loved it so much I found it on eBay. And that's like one of the only things I've ever bought on eBay. So I have that in my corner. I have the poster somewhere.
I got you the poster.
Yeah, you got me the poster. I love
I
that
worked in a
movie.
movie theater.
Yeah. I don't know why I love that movie, but Johnny Depp I thought was excellent in it. I thought it was funny that they had Christopher Walken in it as the horseman.
His only lines are yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I mean because I love the cartoon, the Disney.
Oh yeah,
and so
great.
there's like the scenes in this movie that sort of match up with the cartoon sort of. I like the take on it that Ichabod Crane is not just a school teacher, but he works with science. He's trying to figure all this stuff out.
He's a detective. Works at the police department.
Works at, it's
London.
It's
or
great.
not London.
Yeah. I love the time period, how they did it. The scenery.
And Tim Burton. I mean, I say what you will about Tim Burton, but especially the stuff around that time period just looks great.
Oh,
his stuff always looks great, but like that stuff, I mean, it just looks awesome. I think Jack Skellington, has an appearance.
He's in there. Yes, he is. He's one of the scarecrows. This is by far my favorite. And people could disagree with me. I don't care. My favorite Tim Burton movie. Favorite.
Oh no, it's really good. I mean, it's definitely up there.
It's just like, and it's got comedy. It's got the sort of horror aspect to it.
One of my favorite lines in it is they're running away from the horsemen, and there's someone watching them run, and she goes, "Mind your head."
Yeah.
As they duck under something, it's really funny. I don't know.
I want to go watch it right now. That's how much I like it.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
I
mean, you probably own it.
Yeah, I own it. Yeah.
If you don't want to go through the trouble, if you want to even just put it on your phone.
Yeah. Everybody watch Sleepy Hollow. You'll like it. And if you don't like it, whatever.
I need to rewatch it. I think the only time I've seen it was in the theater. It came out when we were in college, right? I think maybe.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, and we went with a bunch of people, and that's like the only time I remember. But I remember liking it, but I don't remember much about it.
And then one of my other favorites, it's not as it's more of a nostalgia thing from being a kid, but Monster Squad. I like.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good old Monster Squad. Wolfman has nards. Sorry, that's my favorite line.
We're gonna have to edit that out.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, geez, hello.
Sorry. That's my one. That's all.
We each get one.
We each one. That's mine. But that's just like a fun Goonies style 80s movie with monsters, and it's just like fun.
And it's got every monster that you'd want in it.
Yeah.
I mean, Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah. I haven't watched it in a while, so I could probably watch it now and be like, what? I remember one of the reasons that I liked it so much as a kid was that the main character, one of the main characters' name was Ryan, and I'm like, it's so cool, he has my name. But that's just a fun movie. I don't watch. I mean, as far as ones based around Halloween, I mean, of course, the original Halloween Michael Myers is good.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
That's great.
I got the opportunity a couple years back when they had the house. They had a Halloween house at Halloween Horror Nights, and they brought in the son's producer, the producer's son, or something like that. And had a screening, and I was invited to watch it on the big screen, so that was really cool.
That's awesome.
And then they did a Q&A afterwards, and then right after that, we got to walk through the house. So they took us out of the movie, and we walked through the house.
We did a nighttime tour, like one of those Hollywood tour things you could do on the buses and everything. The driver was insane. Because come to find out, he was like the son of the owner of the tour line or whatever. And we were in this like small bus. It was like open at the top. We were pretty sure he was going to run us off the side of a mountain as he was driving us around. But he did take us to the neighborhood that was filmed.
Yeah.
And it's just like this little neighborhood in LA kind of area. And it was really cool, like getting to see stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he snuck us into the Comedy Store, which is a comedy club.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really don't think we were supposed to be back there, but like somehow he took us in the back and we got to walk through that, and we're pretty sure like we were going to get shot there. It was a very scary tour, not scary in the good way. We really didn't think we were going to survive it, but it was cool though.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool to go through or see the movie and then go through the house and like sort of live the movie. And they had the facade there that looked like the house, so we got to stand in front of it, take our pictures with it and stuff. That year, I was invited to another event there and got to go through it by myself. So that was
Cool.
that was interesting to go through the house alone, not in like a conga line like they usually do, where you got people in front of you, people behind you. But you're supposed to bring like a guest, and everybody that I asked to go with me couldn't go or didn't want to go. So I went by myself. So they're like, okay, partner up with your guest, and you get to go through it in pairs. And I was like, oh, I don't have anybody. And they're like, well, I guess you're going through alone. And I was like, all right. So I went through it, and they were looking at me like Michael Myers would jump out and just see me, and they'd be like, wait, it was just sort of like a look like, are you supposed to be here? Type thing. That year also, I took my wife back, and she doesn't really like this stuff anyways, but I was like, oh, you got to go, it'll be fun. So she went with me, and we were going through the Halloween house, and when you first walked in, there's like if you haven't seen the movie, at the beginning he's a kid and he's dressed up in a clown outfit. So that's sort of like right when you enter in, he's like standing there, and then Michael Myers is around the corner. When you go around the corner, it's like the grown-up Michael Myers. But there was these two how to say this nicely. While we're standing in the line, there was these two larger people in front of us, females. And my wife is tiny. I'm very tiny. But anyways, they're larger people, and they were just like in line going, yeah, this is nothing. This isn't going to be scary at all. You can't scare me, blah, blah, blah. So and I'm just like, oh gosh, this is not going to end well. So we're going into the house, and right when we enter, there's the first jump scare with this little kid clown thing, and you just hear, oh no, and then it was like a stampede. They turn around and just start running back towards the entrance, and it's like a conga line at these things. And so my wife was pinned in the corner by this big old lady, like squished her in the corner, and I had to grab her hand and like pull her out, and then I turned around, and the guy playing Michael Myers is looking around the corner at us, just shaking his head like, what are these dumb people doing? And I just looked at him and shrugged my shoulders, and he shrugged his shoulders at me and put his hands in the air and just walked back to his hiding spot. It was so funny. But yeah, it was just like, it was like that moment, take my hand if you want to live, because she was like squished in the corner, and it was just like, oh my goodness, I felt so bad for her. So she hasn't gone back with me.
Really? I'm surprised.
Oh man. So those are my favorites. I also like to watch Harry Potter, this time of year.
That's good.
It's a Harry Potter weekend coming up.
Oh,
there you go. They like to put those on around Christmas too.
Yeah. I like to watch it some on Halloween, some on Christmas. It's funny. It's Harry Potter is one of the only movies that makes it a point that they're celebrating Christmas and not celebrating the holidays. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
I think that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
They're like, yeah, we're celebrating Christmas, and we say it over and over again. We make sure that everybody knows that we're celebrating Christmas, not the holidays. So I just think it's cool. A bunch of witches and wizards celebrating Christmas. But as far as least favorite movies, I don't know. I'm not a big slice them up, cut them up, torture type movies and stuff like that.
All that soft
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that before. Like I've seen them, but I saw like the TV versions of them,
Yeah.
so you don't get all the gory stuff necessarily. And yeah, the plots actually aren't that bad. And the first one has Carrie Elways in it, from Princess Bride.
Wait, which movie? Sorry.
Saw.
Oh, Saw.
The first Saw movie.
Spaced out there for a minute.
Yeah, I know when I talk, you spaced out.
No, I'm running on no sleep.
But no, yeah, the first Saw movie has Carrie Elways in it, and he's great. I love watching Carrie Elways, and he does a great job in the movie.
Yeah,
and it's actually a pretty good movie. So if you catch it on TV, I'd recommend watching it on TV.
I just listened actually today. Listened to an interview with the creator of Saw. It's a cool podcast called Scare Zone Podcast. If you're into sort of like haunts, Halloween Horror Nights and stuff, that's what they talk about. But they had the creator on because they have a Saw house, and he was saying that him and his the guy he works with, I forget their names. It's a duo that made the movie. That they were trying to figure out how to make movies for a long time. I think they're Australian. Making shorts, like just short movies, like shorts. Got tired of it, and they're like, well, we're just going to save up as much money as we can and make a movie for ourselves. But we got to figure out what to make. So they saved up like $10,000. Like, so we got to figure out. It's got to be a movie that doesn't, take place in many different places. What can we do? So they figured out how to make this, like this movie. They figured out Saw. They're like, we can have it basically be in one room the whole time. The budget won't be that bad, and this will be our story. And so it was it was a surprise to them that it took off. That it was just like, they made this movie themselves, and now it's a big franchise, and they're making they're the same people that made Insidious and The Silence, the movie with the Dead Silence with the ventriloquist lady.
Yeah. They've done a lot. He was a director on Lava Lantula.
Sure, I don't know what that is.
Sci-fi movie where
seriously?
Lava? Yeah.
But I think this duo, is basically has had the most houses at Halloween Horror Nights, so they sort of have that to their credit, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's my picks for movies.
Good choices.
Yeah, I did watch. It's not really Halloween, but it's a horror movie. If you ever see Krampus, you should watch Krampus.
That's a great movie.
It was fun. It's a Christmas horror movie, I guess you would say.
Yeah, you can watch that. Watch it either time.
Yeah.
There's a new one coming out on Netflix this weekend on Friday the 13th called The Babysitter. And I kind of want to see it.
I saw a trailer for that.
Campy, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Robbie Amell, who's like Stephen Amell's Arrow, and it's his cousin, Robbie Amell. He's been on those shows and everything. And yeah, it's like this little kid has a babysitter and he thinks she's hot and he's in love with her and everything. And one of his friends is like, "Have you ever stayed up and seen what she does when you go to bed? I bet she has all kinds of boys over." And he stays up one night, and she has like a bunch of her friends there, and there's this one nerdy guy with glasses, and they're playing spin the bottle. And like she goes in to kiss him, she kisses him, and then she takes two knives and jams them in the top of his head. Yes. And blood starts spouting out everywhere and gets on this one guy. It's like, dude, like 2 out of 3 people have STDs. I got 2 people blood on me. And so like the whole night they're basically trying to kill this kid because they need a virgin to sacrifice.
Yeah, they're like a cult. They're like a cult or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really funny.
It looks pretty funny.
and like they have him tied in a chair one time, and they're all standing around him, and Robbie Amell has his shirt off, and the kid goes, "Why is that dude not wearing a shirt?" And they go, "Really? That's your one question?" It looks really funny. I want to watch it. I can't wait.
Yeah, I do too. I want to watch it. Oh gosh, we're about at an hour already. Time is just flying.
Yeah.
So, Chris, you've decorated your house. Have you added anything else?
I have not. We're actually going to have to remove something. We got some of those flickering, like by your sidewalk or whatever that you walk, little trail things, or whatever, and they keep burning out. So I think we're just going to take those back.
They're haunted.
And no, they're haunted. They are. I don't know. We one light went out, so we took it back, got another one, and then that whole set went out. So I don't know. We haven't had good positive stuff with the flickering lights. I don't know.
You've got like tons of your whole house is covered in lights, so I think you're good.
Well, now that section isn't. I need more lights in that section.
I put up a ghost the other night. We have a 2-story house, and there's this window. We're cheap. We don't have a lot of money, so we don't have blinds or curtains on the loft area of our house. It's just open, so you can see out and stuff. But I put 3 pumpkins in the 3 front windows, and then I made a ghost out of a balloon and a sheet and a mic stand, and then put one of those white flickering lights underneath it. So it looks pretty creepy from outside. It looks even more creepy in the daytime when there's no light on, and there's this thing that looks like a person just standing in the window with the sheet on him. Because I put I put shoulders on it, I put a cross saying, so it looks like that somebody's just standing under a sheet, and didn't put a face on it on purpose. So it just looks like somebody's standing there. So you're like, if you're driving down the street, you see it. Like if you're standing in front of my house, you don't see it. But when you're walking down the sidewalk or driving down the street and you look up, there's just this guy in a sheet just staring down at the street.
That's awesome.
And it's pretty cool. It's pretty funny.
That's some of the best decorations. It's stuff you can just kind of do on your own and make up and put out there, because it's stuff no one else has necessarily, and it looks great. So
yeah, and
awesome.
Oh, go ahead.
There was this house in a neighborhood near us that they used to keep a mannequin in the window, not just at Halloween time. And it was super creepy when you'd walk down the street and you'd look up at this house and there's this mannequin, just like this weird setup, and I think at Christmas they put some Christmas stuff on it, but it was always super creepy. And then the ghost thing you're talking about reminded me of this one house. They had a pretty cool little fun setup where they had sticks in the yard that were kind of like cross, but it looked like kids going trick-or-treating, and so that they had sheets over them, and it looked really cool because it was like they were scattered about in the yard coming up to a house, and they were carrying something. It's like, that was really neat. They changed it up this year. They don't have it. I don't know if the people moved. I don't think they did, but they may have just changed it up. Who knows? But they do some cool stuff at Christmas like that too. But
cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really unveiled I'm waiting maybe this weekend I'll light up the whole thing, because I've got, like, at the grocery store they had, like, those old, like, trick-or-treat pumpkins.
Yeah.
You'd carry. They had them for like $1 each, so I got like a bunch of those to put in the windows, and I think I may put them. I saw on Pinterest
hey,
that you can like cut the back out and you can put them over your garage, like lights in the front of your garage.
I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I may do that, and then I do have a projector that has like creepy images. I don't know, like Jennifer my wife just wants us to keep it on the pumpkin one that's like all happy. But I'm like, no, I want the ghost on it. And I want the like zombies trying to come through your window and stuff.
We've got that same one, and Jenny is like, no, let's keep it, for the kids.
For the kids. Scare the kids.
Yeah, exactly. I want to do a wall of skulls, and she won't let me do that.
maybe as the night goes on, I'll change it to get more and more creepy as it goes on. And then I have, since I'm a musician, I have like a whole speaker system. I might hook up a speaker and have music playing on the outside of the house. And
yeah, we'll we'll do that. We'll crack the window like on our front porch,
Yeah.
and we'll like play like a Nightmare Before Christmas music or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I'm going to dress up or just hand out candy. I don't know. I guess I can do Kylo Ren. That won't scare the kids.
I don't know. It scares your kid.
Oh, we were in Target the other day, and they have these crazy, like, look like mascot heads, but they have the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. And
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna be scared, so I put it on, and the jaw moves, so you can like talk with it on and stuff.
Oh, nice.
And I start singing Beauty and the Beast and stuff, and he's like, "My turn, my turn." So I put it on him, and he was just sitting there, and it was just like this little kid, little toddler with this big, huge beast head, and he's just like bouncing around and stuff. It was so hilarious looking. So yeah, so I don't. I'll probably take him trick or treating. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But this is our first year here, so I don't know what it's going to be like. But I don't know. But so for next time, because we ran out of time this time. I thought I would, I was what they call a scare actor for many years for Busch Gardens, which is basically an actor that scares people. And I thought I'd give you, sort of a conversation with a former scare actor, and we could talk about. You guys can interview me. I'll be the special guest next time, and we could talk about what it was like being a scare actor and like all the crazy stories. And let me tell you, you'll want to tune in next time because there's some crazy stories. Because these events not only involve like scared teenagers, but like drunk people and just everything in between. And there's some funny stuff goes down. And I worked at it back in, like I like to call it the Wild West days, where there weren't many rules and we could basically do whatever we want to scare people. So we've got some fun stories. So next time we'll talk about that, and we'll have a conversation with a former scare actor. It just happens to be me. Yeah, go ahead.
Do we want to do we shut up. Do we want to we've talked about our favorite movies, we've talked about our favorite candy, and do we want to talk about like maybe our favorite costume?
Oh yeah.
We ever dressed up as?
Yeah.
Something like
For next
or
time?
dressed up, yeah. For next time, yeah.
Next time, yeah.
Yeah, we had some good ones, so yeah, we've talked about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I still got some of mine probably.
Yeah, still got a couple of mine somewhere.
So next time we'll, if that's okay with everybody, and we'll do some. I'll tell you what it's like in the scare acting business. We'll talk costumes. I'm sure we'll talk about the Flash again.
Hopefully, everybody will get to watch it next time.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll try to get a live stream in sometime. 'Cause that'd be fun. Yeah. Maybe I wonder if we could do one while I'm up in Dallas. Do a live stream.
When is that?
We could try one. That'd be Saturday night, so it'll be the 21st.
I mean, Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night or Saturday night.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll try to put it out there for you guys to know. Thank you guys for listening. We've seen the listeners go up, the numbers go up, and it brings joy to my heart. So keep sharing. Again, you can follow us on Twitter at I Am Geek Show. Share, comment, subscribe. We love it when people subscribe to the podcast. And just let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to hear. And we'll just we'll have a fun time together. You can also check out our t-shirts at shop.spreadshirt.com/I Am Geek. And for Chris, for Mr. Catron, I am Ryan Street. And this has been I Am Geek. Happy HalloGEEK. Oh, good night, everybody.